to Not Just Books, the library's monthly show about what is happening in your world and at the Williamson County Public Library. My name is Dolores Greenwald, and I'm the director. Thank you very much for joining us. On today's show, we will be talking about the upcoming holiday events taking place at the library. You need to put them on your calendar because you will not want to miss a minute of these wonderful programs. In our What's Hot in Books segment, we'll be talking with Jeffie Nicholson, Adult Services Manager, about an exciting new way to listen to audiobooks. In our Your World segment, we have an amazing artist, Jill Zientek. We will be discussing her terrific song and video about Franklin and other things that she's been doing. If you love Franklin, you'll want to see this. In our Save the Date portion of the program, we'll be talking with Julie Duke, Children's Service Manager at the library. Julie will be talking about the exciting programs happening at the library during the holiday season. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back with our Save the Date guests. Welcome back to our Save the Date segment today. We have with us Julie Duke, who is manager of the children's and teen departments of the library, and she's got some very terrific holiday programs she's going to be telling us about. But first, she's got a story. Help me welcome Julie. Hi, Julie. How are you? Okay, you brought us a story to tell today.
Well, I do. Okay. We have new neighbors, fairly new. The Reddick Senior Living Center across the street from the library.
That's right.
And a few ladies came over one day in the summer and brought some bookmarks. They were handmade bookmarks. And they said, do you have any use for bookmarks? And I said, do we have use for bookmarks for children?
Right. Yeah.
And they said, well, do you have any special events? And I said, well, every year Santa comes to visit all the kids at the library, but it's a lot. There's 200 kids that come.
Yeah.
So they said, well, we'll think about it. We'll see what we can do. Well, last week, no, 2 weeks, they brought us 200 hand-decorated, their own expense, hours and hours.
That's
a group of ladies, they call themselves the Blessed Seven.
I love it.
Just because they feel so blessed to, they have their health and
I love it.
And they're active. So we are so delighted that we'll be able to give these to every child that comes to see Santa.
That is awesome.
It tickles me to death.
That is great. Well, tell us a little bit about Santa coming.
Well, Santa comes to visit the library and see the kids. It's been an annual event for about 3 or 4 years, and it is one of my favorite programs. We decorate our story theater. We turn down the lights and we fill it with Christmas lights, and we have a special chair for Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. It's a throne, and we have cardboard cutouts, and we get so many good comments from the parents that say, this is much better than going to the mall. You make it pleasant. So it's very magical, and we have about 200 kids, 350 plus with moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas. And our Santa Claus is very sweet and very patient, and it's one of my favorite programs. I look forward to it every year.
And it's sponsored by the Library Foundation.
It is.
And when is he going to be there exactly?
He's going to be coming Tuesday, December 9th, and it's just drop in, so it's from 4:30 to 7, and families can come in. There's a little bit of a line, but we make it pleasant. Lots of smiling library workers to greet. They substitute as elves. Not everybody can come from the North Pole. But the Library Foundation helps us pay Santa for the carrots for the reindeer and a little bit of gas for the sleigh. So we appreciate that very much.
And so parents and grandparents will need to bring their cell phones or their cameras.
They bring their
make
cameras.
Sure they get pictures with Santa.
A little bit beyond what we can do to take pictures of everybody. But they're welcome to bring their cameras. We have the music playing. Like I say, it's just our own little magical Christmas world in the library.
That's excellent. And then we've got an event on the 3rd.
We do. It's the Columbia State Community College, their theater Performing Arts Department, and they've been coming every year for a long time too. They do a Christmas musical or a holiday musical every year, and they come to the library for free and do a preview show. Their show this year is Cindy's Magical Snow Globe, a holiday musical, and there's a little girl named Cindy, and she gets a snow globe for Christmas, and it's got a little fairy in it, Peppermint. Well, Peppermint comes to life, and they have an adventure.
Oh, fun.
But what's really fun about this is that besides getting a preview of the wonderful show, and the students do an excellent job, after the show, the kids get to talk to the big kids in costume, and they really enjoy that very much.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
And that's the third. That's 4 to 4:30. About a half an hour of preview, and then, like I say, meet and greet with the actors.
And then our final one is December 6th.
December 6th. This is 2 young ladies that live in the area. Their last name is Dolores, and it's sisters Hannah and Esther. That Hannah plays the pedal harp and Esther the violin, and they're coming to do on the 6th at 2:30. A Christmas concert, family favorites. It's free to everyone. I think it's going to be lovely. Seem like 2 very nice young ladies.
That's excellent.
We also have our regular monthly programs. We have the first Saturday of the month is always Legos Day, and we get a great crowd for that, even though kids have Legos at home. We have a huge selection at the library, which the foundation is also paid for. And they just get to meet other kids and build things together. They have the best time.
And if people want to know more about our programs, they can go to
wcpltn.org. It's not only the children's department, we have a very active teen department. They have We every month for the teens 12 to 18. They also have a monthly chess club. We have family board games the same times that the teens have the chess club. So everybody gets included. They're also, I don't have the date and time yet, they're also going to be doing cookie decorating with the teens, which ought to be delicious.
So keep track of our activities on our website, and they can also sign up for our newsletter.
Yes.
So, and all that's on their website.
Thank you
so much, Julie,
thank you.
for coming
I'm always
today.
happy to talk about what we're doing at the library.
Well, we're doing some great things
We
there.
are.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll be right back. Did you know we had some terrific programs for teens? An example is our Teen Chess Club, which meets once a month, and all skill levels are welcome. Check wcpltn.org or call us at 615-595-1278 for details. Welcome back. In our Your World segment today, we are very pleased to have local artist extraordinaire Jill Zientek. And I have this very nice quote from her website, a previous article about Jill. Jill creates work of art from heartfelt inspiration and love of the world around her. She recently painted a mixed media depiction of the McGavock Cemetery, which we'll be talking about, ready just in time for the 150th commemoration of the Battle of Franklin. Welcome, Jill. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dolores.
Well, we have a lot of show and tell, which is awesome. We actually met at WAKM radio show, which would normally not be a day I would be there. So you were there and talking about your art and your love of Franklin and the video, and I just wanted to have you as a guest and tell others about the wonderful things that you're doing.
Well, thank you so much. As I told you that day, I'm the only person that shows radio or shows art on the radio. So you've actually taken me to a better place here. So.
Well, show us some of your things that you brought with you today.
Well, one of the things that is a little bit unusual is my box art. As you can see, it's actually a box, birch wood. And what takes place is my art, this is canvas, and it's actually glued down with bookbinding glue. And the outside of the edges, it's mocha java as far as the stain. And it's an archival print basically, and this should, I think, last forever. And with bookbinding glue, it stays together. So kind of a unique way to show a little more art. And you can get I have this displayed at Gallery 202, downtown Franklin. When you go on Art Crawl, you can go and you can see my entire Franklin collection.
Now, one of the few people watching that may not know what this is, tell the viewers what that is.
Oh yes, this is the Carnton Plantation, the historic Carnton Plantation in Franklin, Tennessee. And this was where the battle took place and was one of the hospitals, and it was John and Carrie McGavick. And it's just a landmark in Franklin, and I think for the Civil War in general.
Well, show us some of the other things that you brought.
I do my mini art. This is part of my Franklin collection. This one is a little storefront heyday on Main Street. And I actually took this shot. It was in April of 2012. And the window's constantly changing. It's a beautiful little store. And then this is the Carnton, the actual back of the home, whereas the other one I just showed you is the front of the Carnton Plantation. One of my signature shots, which you'll see in a larger piece, is the Franklin nightlife. And it's got the cannon, and it's just kind of how I feel like that Franklin, it's my signature shot of Franklin, downtown Franklin, and it just is, it has a feel to it. And with the DVD slideshow, you'll see this as well. Oh, well, this is actually, one of the things, I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but this is a picture of, actually 20 years ago, my husband and I got married. What I wanted to tell folks is with the mini art, if anyone has a picture or something that they want to, commemorate or put, a special gift or something, I can do that as well. Normally I do more of my art, but I can do that. This is the Harlingsdale Farm.
That's beautiful.
And that's part of my Franklin collection. There's an original 7, if you go on my website, that you can see the 7 of those. And then the other thing that I'm doing is it's called my Why Not Send Art. These are 5x7 note cards. So you literally could write a note, send a note, but you also could pop this in a frame and for a very low price get a piece of the Franklin collection. So, and it's my Why Not Send Art collection. And I have pretty much, and these are going to be a little slicker, but you can just see, whoops, thank you. You can just see the different ones that you can have. So I've tried to, just have a piece that everyone can take away if that's something that they would like.
And see, that's one of the things that I like is like this, you can get it this way or this way.
Yes.
This way.
And then one other thing, I do archival prints. What do you think about that one?
That's gorgeous.
So there again, you can put that, you put a mat, put it in a nice frame. I love to use museum glass because it's always important for me to display my art in the best way. I mean, obviously, you want to make a profit, but I will not make a profit and sacrifice the quality of my work.
Well, tell us a little bit about the mixed media that you work with.
Well, I'm a photographer, but I also paint with acrylics. And I painted early on in my life. I guess I probably started painting and writing stories when I was about 5 years old. And so when I use my camera is basically like a paintbrush for me, because when I look through that, I'm ultimately trying to see the finished product. I'm always seeing a piece of art, and I always think that that's, what makes me a photographic artist, because, of that mixed media. So on the Remember, this one, well, actually, I'll show you. This is one of the, this is a signed and numbered print. I call this Remember. This is the Carnton Cemetery, and you can see the Carnton House up there, and then this is the cemetery. So what I did, ultimately, the first thing I did, I went out probably last September, and I was just shooting pictures of the cemetery because I had not I had not captured the cemetery. And so in looking at that, I thought that would really make a great painting. So that's what made me blend this. This is probably 90% acrylic, but 10% photograph. And so to create that, it was very difficult, but it was a labor of love as well.
Well, I remember when I first met you on WAKM, you talked about your video, and about how you loved Franklin. And then when I heard the song, I'm thinking, you really do love Franklin. It's great. So tell us a little bit about the video.
Well, the video, it's a slideshow. This is the little thing, but I started, it was about a year ago, this tune just started running in my head and about downtown, and all of a sudden the next thing you know, I've got my guitar and I'm writing a song, Downtown Franklin. So the lyrics came pretty easily, and so it took a year and a half to actually get some of the photographs that are in the DVD slideshow, because I would go to all the different parades, and this past year I went to the rodeo, which was awesome.
Now see, that's very impressive, because there's a lot, as people know, goes on in downtown Franklin.
A lot,
and to spend a year and a half going to different events, that's a big commitment. I think that's awesome.
Well, Dickens on the Square was so cold, and my hands were so cold when I was down there. And then
oh,
the
did
Pumpkin
you go when
Fest.
it was raining so bad?
Well, it wasn't raining, but it was so cold.
So cold.
But I was able to go down there. My hands were freezing, but I knew, and you only had that one moment.
Yeah.
And because my lyrics demanded it.
That's true.
And, you know, Franklin on the 4th, the Pumpkin Fest, you know, what I tried to do was match up the lyrics. Then I would take pictures of some of the, you know, Gray's, you know, when it was the opening of Gray's, you know, all the great restaurants, you know, and the coffee houses, and I'm a big coffee connoisseur, love the Frothy Monkey, Starbucks, and then the new little one that's around the corner from the Heritage Foundation. I love all of them. So, so anyway, that's what I did, and so with those lyrics in mind, that would drive what I would be doing, so I would make sure I got out there.
Well, I appreciate all that you're doing, and also thank you for bringing the video to share with our viewers that we're going to be listening to in just a minute.
Well, thank you so much for playing. I really appreciate it.
And how can people get in touch with you? You've got your artwork at different places. You got a website.
Yes, you can buy the box art at Gallery 202, downtown Franklin, and also we have the flip art, which this is what the flip art would be, you know, and we've got several of all the downtown my Franklin collection and the Remember. There's even a numbered and signed print of Closton Hall, which is actually Gallery 202. There's some history there as well. And then I have my other, you can go to Inspirations on Main, right next to Gray's, to just give you a point of reference. You can buy the Why Not Send art for the Franklin collection, and then also you'll be able to get the mini art there, and you can also buy the DVD slideshow or the song just by itself.
Why don't you give viewers your website address again so people can go?
Yes, my website is www.jillzphoto.com. And also one other place that now I'm displaying is at Franklin Custom Interiors, right across from the library.
Excellent.
There, and that's where you can go see the larger pieces. You know, I've got a 30 by 45 in the box art of the Franklin Theater, you know, the Franklin nightlife.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to end the segment with Jill's beautiful video, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, Dolores.
And we'll be right back.
Downtown Franklin, Franklin, Tennessee. Downtown Franklin, a place I love to be. The nightlife is so lively, there's music in the air, art on every corner, and there's people everywhere. Downtown Franklin, Franklin, Tennessee. Downtown Franklin, a place you ought to be. So many great restaurants, coffee houses too. Think I'm gonna try 'em all, no way I can lose. Downtown Franklin, Franklin, Tennessee. Downtown Franklin, a place you love to be. Franklin on the 4th, or that Pumpkin Fest. Dickens on the Square, you'll enjoy all the rest. special place indeed. Downtown Franklin, Franklin, Tennessee. Oh, downtown Franklin, a place you'll want to be. Preservation is the key to this special town. We all take a sense of pride in our hometown. Downtown Franklin, Franklin, Tennessee. Downtown Franklin, a place I love to be. I never knew just what we had, but now I do. Franklin, Tennessee, I love you.
Did you know the library has ebooks for teens? Well, we do. Thanks to Tennessee Reads regional ebook and audio download system, teens can download ebooks, audiobooks, and graphic novels. For further information, log on to our website at wcpltn.org or call us at 615-595-1278. Welcome back. In our What's Hot in Books segment today, we're going to be talking about audiobooks, and I have Jeffie Nicholson with me. She's the Adult Services Manager at the Williamson County Public Library. Hello, Jeffie. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, I'm glad to join.
Well, tell us about our One-Click Digital.
Well, One Click Digital is an audiobook database that's available free to the Williamson County residents with their library card. All you need is a Williamson County Public Library card in good standing, and you set up an account.
Now, what does this in good standing mean?
In good standing means you don't owe any fines or fees for late materials, or that you don't have anything overdue that needs to be returned back to the library.
Okay. And they'll have, so which means you have to have a library card.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us from the website how to get to it.
Well, from our website, on the left side of our website, we have a row of green buttons, and you want to go down to the one that says eLibrary Digital, and then click on that, and then you want to find the One-Click Digital on there.
Okay.
So you click on the one click, and then it's going to prompt you for your to set up an account with your library card, your library name, and your state. It will ask you for an email address, so you will need to have an email account. And then you set up a user ID and password, and you never have to do that again.
You're all set after that.
You're all set after that, and you can listen to the audio files on your PC, on any smart tablet such as an iPad or a Nook HD, and the app is free, available through the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or wherever you normally buy your apps.
Yeah, I listen to it on my iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us a little bit about the selection that we have.
Well, it's largely teen fiction and fiction for youth. However, we have started adding popular fiction titles for adults. Right now, there is slightly over 1,500 titles in there. We just recently added a little over 200 adult popular fiction titles to look at. Or to read, to listen to.
That's the ones I've been listening to, or
Yes.
some of the bestsellers or best-selling authors that are put on there.
Yes, it's great for when you're traveling on a trip. I was just looking, and there was James Patterson, some Debbie McComber. There was Lee Child with the Jack Reacher series. So there was a lot of good material in there that would be fun to listen to.
So if someone has further questions about this, we have a couple of ways we can help them. They can call the reference department at, what's the phone number at the reference department?
Just give me or in our reference staff a call at the 615-595-1243 phone number, or you're welcome to stop by with your device and we can hop on the library free Wi-Fi and help you set up the account and go through a checkout process with you so you can get the books, have them on there to listen to. Sometimes it's just easier to go through it once with somebody.
Yeah. And how long are the books checked out to you?
3 weeks. And they will automatically return. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it's when you're using e-devices, whether it's an audiobook or an e-book, it will just automatically go away, but it works, the time frame works as if it's a regular printed checkout book.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, well, thank you so much, Jeffie, for coming in today.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. And if anybody has questions, they can call you or go to our website at
wcpltn.org.
Thank you so much, Jeffie.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. Did you know the library has a teen advisory group? Do you want to help our exciting teen department select videos and books? And the group also helps with special projects, including social media. Check wcpltn.org or call 615-595-1278 for details. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you like the show and will watch us again soon. Also, I'd like to thank our special guests for joining us, Jeffie Nicholson, Julie Duke, and Jill Zientek. If you have any comments or suggestions for future programs, please contact me. The email address is notjustbooks@williamson-tn.org. And you can leave comments at the library's website, which is wcpltn.org. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/WCPLTN, and also follow us on Twitter at WCPLTN. You can leave comments for us there too. And until next time, explore your world and read.
Hi, my name is Tanir. I chose this book because the pictures are really good. This is one of my favorite pictures, and you can learn some facts about them too. This is one of my favorite facts. It tells a lot about history, and it tells you different types of countries and like cities. And like German's like friend, he really likes the sport, and he wanted German Nicholson to come with him and do the race across America with him. And German Nicholson wins the race.
Bootleg